We are going to look at automatic table of contents. It's one of the most important but interesting features in Microsoft Word. And this one we do it using styles. So we shall be styling using by clicking on the launcher button. And basically, for the start, we are just going to look at 2 or 3 styles. We shall look at the normal and the heading. Normal and the heading. So whatever we want to appear in the table of contents, we shall call it heading, such that at one time when we come to references and we click on table of contents, so we shall, whatever we called heading 1 or heading 2 or heading 3 will appear in table of contents, and what we didn't call, we called normal, will not appear in the table of contents. So let us start. So the preference here, I want it to appear in the table of contents. So I'll come to the styles launcher and the menu is going to turn up. So under this menu, I'm going to style this and I call it heading 1. Now after calling it heading 1, I want to further style it by clicking on the drop down arrow there and I choose modify. So under modify, I can choose a font I want, then the size I want my headings 1 to take. I can choose whether bold, italic, or underlined. Let me choose it to be bold. I have alignment here. I can choose it to be in the center. So that is alignment. Then line spacing, indent, as we saw. But I can further go ahead to format it. Let me format it using the borders, which we have seen in the previous lesson. So I can put a top border and I can put a bottom border. Then I click. Let me change the line weight. 1.5 to top and bottom. And I'll click OK. Then OK. So everything I call heading 1 will appear like that. Now the next text here, I want it to be normal. So I'll click on normal. But also the normal, I can style it by going to modify. So I can, let me give it that font. Then the font size, I'll make it 14. And I'll make it justified. Line spacing. And I click OK. So that is my normal. So I'll continue. So I select that heading there. I come to my list here. I'm going to call that heading 1. Heading 1. You see, it comes exactly the way I formatted the other one. Then all my normal text, as you can see, has changed. So I select another one. I call it heading 1. My normal text appears exactly the same. So I'm looking for only the text that I want to appear in the table of contents. So this one also I want it in the table of contents. I'm going to call it heading 1. So as you can see, everything that I format to be heading 1 just takes on the other formatting. So I select this text also, I want it in a table of contents. I'll format it as heading 1 also. I continue looking for more text which I want to appear in table of contents. Okay, this one also, I'll call it heading 1, and so on and so forth. So after that, I can close this. So I go where I want to put my table of contents, anywhere in my document where I feel the table of contents should go. So let me put it here. So after styling, now I want to generate my table of contents. So I'll come to references. Under references, I'll click on table of contents, and then I click the first style. So the computer will generate my table of contents. As you can see, exactly whatever I put in a table of contents. I can also make a map for my table of contents on the left-hand side here by coming to the View button. Then I click Navigation Pane. So if I want to go to the topic for internet, I'll just click on it and the computer will take me there. If I want to computer set up, and I'm there. Basic terms, I'm there. So table of contents helps us first of all to navigate through our work easily, but also you don't need to type you don't need to type pages after printing because you can easily make a mistake. So the computer helps you. Now, what if I want to add more items in a table of contents? So I will select what I want to add in a table of contents. Like I want to add this. Then I'll go back to the styles group, styles launcher. That is heading 1 now. Okay. But when you go back to our table of contents, the smart cards are not there. So smart cards, go back to table of contents. So you see it ends at internet, doesn't have smart cards. So what I do, I click on the table of contents, then I click update table. So then I choose update entire table, and I'll click OK. As you can see, smart art and charts have updated the table. So that's how we use the automatic table of contents. You can do more practice as you can. Practice how to create automatic table of contents. It will help you so much in your research work. For further inquiries, you can use Google and YouTube. You can type there, creating automatic table of contents in Microsoft Word. There are so many other videos that will come up and notes, and practice it such that you get used to it and be able to use it in your research work and final year project. Thank you.